So it's a beautiful August 2nd morning, and I updated the garden. I want to go over some of the things that I put in here since the last video. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful today. It's been in the 70s, and last night it was 45 degrees. It's beautiful. So this snowball viburnum is going to bloom next year, and it's going to have big snowball blooms. It's going to look beautiful. It'll probably be one of the first things that bloom out here next year. And I moved my candy corn spireas over here because I added something else over to the front garden in its place. And I have my creeping thyme over here that I moved from the flower boxes on the porch. And all the hostas are blooming. I added some petunias. They were on sale yesterday. I grabbed so many of them. Oh my gosh. And this rose bush is such a thug. It just keeps getting taller and wider. I've had to cut it back and push it away from my spireas. It's just such a thug. But it only had a few blooms this year. And they were beautiful. Excuse me. So these little heathers are getting bigger. I added some delphiniums over here. They're just so pretty. The flowers are gorgeous. Needed some color over here. And these little heathers, if you could just see the cute little flowers on this ground cover. They're so amazing. And the astilbes have bloomed. Those cone flowers are just so die-hard. They just keep blooming. They even like it in the pot. Next year I'm going to take them out of the pot and separate the clumps and grow more in the ground. I'm getting a lavender bush today, and that's going to go right here. But there's a little more color in the landscape now. All the obedient plants are going to bloom again. I can see that. Dragon's beard is blooming again. It's adorable. It's still bees blooming. I put my oxalis out here, my purple oxalis. I had it in the house all winter. It seems to like it out here. And this astilbe is just gorgeous. I'm going to dig this up in the fall, and I'm going to have so many plants. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to make like a little landscape of astilbe over here in the back, in the shade. And I put this Japanese willow over here. I still don't know. I'm going to put it in the ground somewhere. I was watering. I thought I'd take a quick video. So this night glow honeysuckle is going to rebloom. You can see it's all getting new growth over here. This is such a beautiful hosta. I love it. And my creeping thyme is growing like gangbusters over here. So I'm gonna, I don't know if I'm gonna leave this one candy corn spirea here or not. I think I might leave it there. They don't do well with a ton of water. There's a lot of water runoff here from the roof. These hostas, these hydrangeas love it though. And I don't know if they're gonna bloom this year. I bought them in bloom last year, but like I said, they took a beating this winter, so I don't know. They should be bloomed by now, so they probably won't bloom this year. The ground covers are growing like crazy. These are going to get some pink flowers on them, supposedly. That'll be cute, some bright pink flowers. So I put a Invincible Spirit 2 hydrangea over here, this bush. So this eventually will take up this whole space over here. probably up to where the pots start, and maybe even beyond. But I thought that looked better over there. My Russian sage is growing like crazy. Catmint, I had to put some braces around it. It was just hitting the floor. We got so much rain, it was just on the ground. But I love the color. Now, I planted some drift roses over here. And I got a good deal on them because they're almost gone. But they're beautiful. I love them. I'm not a rose person, but these drift roses are just, they're very, all they want is a lot of water, some sun. And they're not disease prone and things like that, because roses, there's a lot of issues with roses. But they're so cute. And they're my homage to Joe. I put some marble chips. He loved marble. He was an Italian guy. Yeah, he loved marble. So I put some marble chips around the roses. Thought it was appropriate. And my lace cap hydrangeas are getting pink. They're like a dusty pink. I think that's pretty normal for them. But they're blooming. They're so beautiful. And so I put some petunias in my flower boxes up here. I painted my door. I got rid of that faded red and painted it some caviar black is the color. It's like a deep green. And here I echoed the other side with the roses. I put my flower box dianthus over here. When that blooms, that'll be beautiful. And I just ordered some Joe's Pie weed for over here. I got a couple bushes coming I'm going to put over here. And so when all this blooms, that oak leaf hydrangea will probably bloom next year. That's going to be big. It's going to be a big bush. And so I wanted something that would kind of stand up to that. So the Joe's Pie weed will. And it gets about 5-6 feet tall. So that's going to be behind over here. And I might put some astilbe over here because it's kind of shady. So I'm going to put Joe's pie weed and astilbe over here. And I'm going to stack all my wood. I made a wood wall the other day. I don't know if you can see that. I got plenty of wood for the winter, which is nice. So added a little more color. And it's about 10 in the morning here, so the sun's not kind of beating down full force over here yet. But I added some color and just some more romance. It's a very romantic cottage garden-y look. And I just love it. Next year when everything's a little older, it'll just be bigger and bloomier. It'll be gorgeous. So this is it. I'm still putting stuff in the ground and planting things. I can't help myself. But this is my garden on the mountain.